Kubor nakaslem jong unongsan Hima.
Ka MLA ka East Shillong ka Dr. M. Amperin Lingdo ka ski thoding ka dawan ka sarkar jilla bagan pinmi Paidbah ka kaipot ha ka beide baga jinglap na ka jingwat bnia alo ka jingdon ka radiation ha kithan nongba jinrin Southwest Khas Hills. Habawanra ka mat lingba ka 0R notice ka Dr. Amperin ka ong baga don shibnai tam na do baga sarkar jilla ka penbana bagan don ka jingpe bnia igima ha ka te ka than banlap ka jingdon jong ka radiation lane ka RB ka bami na uranium. Nagalia gumintu rangba konrot sangma la pentep baka sarkar kala shimkhia lor ki khubor balaj ke RB uranium ulong baladep banrai ban pha pe bnia igi ma ba ki siap ki bodan hagawa phut sinkai ban tip khambania alo ga jingmi jongka radiation konrot ulai thu ru bala IT hakatanat mining and geology ban pe bnia igani bat haga arpo arterik rumphang la don ga jingle jurep hagawa phut sinkai but la lum mi ginong muna ni gimau ba ki siap ya ki ni ginong muna la pha pe bnia ka Directorate of Mineral Resources ba ka kaipot an sa Aishan nolor kata konrat ulaong ba gadon gijing pahara nagaliang ki pulit ya ka te ka thain kat ba ka Meghalaya State Pollution Control Board ka lai kran ba ka Central Pollution Control Board ban pe bnia gijing don uranium hakiwa ka te ka thain.
I beg to raise a short duration discussion under Rule 50 of the Rules of Procedures and Conduct of Business regarding a caption, Nehu report on uranium leakage under scrutiny, sir.
Dr. Amperin, you may initiate the discussion.
Once again, sir, Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, I thank you for giving me this opportunity to once again revisit the uranium leak scare in West Khasi Hills in the state of Meghalaya, sir. Just a few important queries that I seek a reply to. So on the 30th of January 2021, it was reported that the Meghalaya government has decided that it will initiate a separate study on the rocks and sediments to find out the level of uranium radiation in its reserves. After over a month, I'm inquiring whether this report is ready and if it would be fit to request for the laying on the floor of the House and placing in public domain the important findings of this report. Sir, I would also like to inquire what were the important findings of the 6-member team under the chairmanship of Professor B. Marbo, Department of Chemistry of Nehu, which was submitted to the state government. The public is only getting bits of information, partial information, through media reports of this inquiry conducted. Sir, why was there a need to undertake a separate study on the rocks and sediments of the stream Phut-Sakai? Why was there a need to get the rivers, the water catchment area, analyzed at a credible laboratory? Is it true that these radiation scares are true? So there was also a report of the study tour conducted by the committee to Domasiat, Nongba, Jinrin and Wakaji area on the November 3rd, 2020 by the Assembly Environmental Committee. What actions was taken on all of the recommendations made by this committee at page 11 and 12 of this report? So has the government of Meghalaya engaged a team of experts from the Indian Institute of Technology, Guwahati, to carry out further investigations? We are just reading this from media reports, particularly on the 2nd of Feb 2021. So is it also true that the Khasi Students' Union, who have been highlighting this issue of high and hazardous radiation levels, have now demanded an independent inquiry into the issue? stating that the union had found Nehu findings as doubtful and disputable. What is the government's opinion on all of this? And when will the public of Meghalaya be assured that there is no leak and no threat of exposure of radiation in these important villages of Nongba, Jinrin, and Wakaji, located in West Khasi Hills district of the state of Meghalaya. With these few submissions, sir, I resume my seat.
Any other members would like to participate? If there is no one to participate, may I request the Minister in charge to reply?
Mr. Speaker, sir, at the very outset, I would like to thank Dr. Maisel Amperine Lingdo, Honorable MLA, for tabling a short duration discussion on the subject Nehu report on uranium leakage under scrutiny. Sir, the government is concerned about this important issue, and immediately after news items circulated in social media on 21st of September 2020 saying that an explosion had occurred at a repository site at Nongba Jinrim, Wakaji, the Superintendent of Police, Southwest Khasi Hills, sent a police team to the site immediately to ascertain if any explosion actually occurred. And it was reported there was no such explosion. The next day, on 22nd of September 2020, the district administration deputed a magistrate and a police team led by Deputy Superintendent for inspection. As per the report submitted by team, there was no explosion. As per the report, whole village is completely unaware about any explosion or leakage from 2 uranium repository tanks. It has been found that there are 2 small holes in one of the tank which appeared to be intentionally dug, but there is no leakage. As the allegation is about endangering the lives and safety of the local people, views and comments of the Regional Director, Atomic Minerals Directorate for Exploration and Research, Northeast Region was sought. Atomic Minerals Directorate for Exploration and Research, Northeast Region, submitted inspection report and findings of the team of scientists who have inspected repository sites at Nongba, via letter dated 26 September 2020. As per the report, there is no explosion and no leakage of uranium ore in repository tanks. The team found holes on top slab covering the tanks which were intentionally man-made. The team of scientists reported that there is no harmful radiation leakage from these tanks. Atomic Minerals Directorate for Exploration and Research, Northeast Region, in its report dated 16th of October 2020, stated that background radiation level in the area around Nongba Jinrim village, including the sites of repository tanks and mining pits, is comparable with reported values on Indian and global background radiation levels. The government had requested the IIT Guwahati to assist in the form of a third-party investigation on the radiation levels. Formal confirmation is still awaited from the IIT Guwahati. Request was also made to the Vice-Chancellor of Northeast Hills University to assist the state government in the form of a third-party investigation by experts from the chemistry and other departments as deemed fit to ascertain the factual position regarding the radiation levels and whether there is any health hazard in the area. A 6-member team under chairmanship of Professor B. Marbo, Department of Chemistry, NEHU, visited the site on 10th of November 2020. The report of NEHU Expert Committee was received by the government on 17th December 2020. An interactive session on the report was held under the chairmanship of the Chief Secretary, and findings of the expert committee were deliberated. The report of the NEHU Expert Committee revealed that the radiation level at the source, i.e., tanks and pits, and at village nearby, is well within safety level. Further, the committee found that 100 feet away from then source in the rivulet Pud Sinkai, the level of radiation is higher than at the source. The findings of the expert committee was made public through press release on 25th of Jan 2021. It was also decided to undertake separate study on the rocks and sediments of the Pud Sinkai stream at a credible laboratory to determine exact cause of the radiation.
Honorable Chief Minister, can you take a seat, please? As per the items of the day, the list of business that item number 5 is supposed to close at 12 o'clock noon. But due to other items which have to be included, so now we are already at 12. I will regulate the time after the reply from the Honorable Chief Minister of this item. May you continue, please.
So the Mining and Geology Department was entrusted to take up the study of rocks and sediments. A joint team of officials consisting of geologists and representatives of NEHU visited the site on 22nd of February 2021, and samples from rocks and sediments were collected. The chemical analysis of rock and sediment sample is being undertaken at the laboratory in the Directorate of Mineral Resources to determine the content of these rocks and sediments. The report of this study will be submitted shortly. Sir, regular police patrolling is being done in the said area to secure this sensitive location. State Pollution Board has taken up the matter with Central Pollution Board for monitoring the uranium content in nearby water bodies. Mr. Speaker, sir, health and safety of the people in the state is of utmost importance for the government, and all necessary measures will be taken to ensure safety of the people. I once again thank Dr. Maisel Amprin Lingdo, Honorable MLA, for tabling this short duration discussion on this very important matter. Thank you, sir.